Good morning, my name is Ben. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm installing a basket strainer. I'm going to show you the step-by-step process for how to do that. This is, you can get obviously lots of varying types for putting in your sink. This style is pretty nice because it has a larger canister in it for catching debris, so you can take it out and easily dump it. It even has a little stainless steel handle that swings up, and that just sits in there like that. I'll put a link in the description to one similar to this. The one that I'll link to has deeper threads. This one is pretty much only applicable to like stainless steel sinks. Otherwise, if you have any sort of a thicker bottom to the sink, you wouldn't have enough threads. So the one I'll link to will have more threads so that you for sure will be good to go. So the first thing we're going to do is just make sure that our spot down in the sink is prepared and really nicely cleaned out. So this, you want to just make sure if you've taken out an old one that you clean this edge up really well all the way around the top especially, and then also around the bottom side, so that that is clean and set to go. As you can see here, we've got this lock ring that you thread on from below, and then we have a rubber gasket. Now the rubber gasket goes on the bottom side, so you're going to put that on along with the nut when you're ready to tighten it in place. So that goes right like that. And then on top here we have this little foam gasket. Now theoretically you could put this in just like this and use that foam gasket exclusively as your seal, but I've seen that that tends to not last as well as if you just add a little bit of silicone. The other thing that you can use if you wanted to get rid of this foam piece altogether is plumber's putty, which would be the traditional way, but silicone seems to last really well, so we're going to use 100% silicone, and we're going to start by preparing this, taking this foam gasket off, and then we're going to put a bead of silicone around this edge. So we're just going to put a little bead. This is clear silicone, which is what I would recommend, because you don't want to have a unnecessary mess where you have a white silicone or something else showing. And now that we got that on there, we're going to take our foam gasket and put that on top of this. You could theoretically skip the foam gasket as well and just use silicone, but I feel like the foam gasket does add a little bit of stability to this seal. And then we'll go ahead and put another bead around the top of the foam. As you can see, this is 100% silicone. Now we're also going to take and add a little bit of silicone on this bottom ring here. Not much, just a little bit all the way around. And then we will stack the rubber gasket on top and do the same thing again. And now we're going to go ahead and take our basket strainer and set it down in place, just kind of holding it on the inside, and we're just going to kind of gently set it there. Squish it down just a little bit, and then we will get this ring ready, and we'll set this down underneath. And we'll take our nut, carefully put it up on here. Get it started straight, hopefully. There we go. Now with this particular one, we're going to just go hand tight initially here. I think that's actually all we're going to do is hand tight. When we're working with silicone like this, you have the benefit of the silicone doing a lot of the work. Alright, now I'm going to this kind of moves back and forth a little bit here, so we can make sure it's centered up top. Made sure it was centered up top, and then we're just going to get this a little bit tighter here. Hand tight. And then we're going to just smooth the silicone around this top edge a little bit. We're just going to take and clean up the residual silicone here around the top edge. The quality of the threads on the particular ones that I have, these basket strainers, are not very strong, and so I wouldn't necessarily go with these exact ones since they came with the sink. Basically, I'm gonna try them out, and they should be fine. So now I'd say give this a good couple of hours to at least dry somewhat before you would run water through it, but preferably even up to 24 hours. But silicone does pretty well at firming up relatively quickly, especially the outer layer, so you'll probably be okay to run water down it after a couple of hours. But anyway, that's basically it. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helps you out, please rate it up and subscribe down below for more videos just like this one. Again, there's also a link in the description to a similar basket strainer that you can purchase if you are interested. Thanks so much. My name is Ben, and we'll talk to you in the next video.